evolving around its sun. We're the third rock from here. Too dramatic here. Is that 8 other planets? That's all right. This is in its orbital movement, in its station, or what appears to be. The fact is, this is not just evolving in a given space. This entire system is also revolving in a greater cyclical orbit around a greater sun with other systems. Okay? Okay? This sun moves towards and away from what is called the central magnetic center, referred to in the Hindi text as the Brahman, the electromagnetic field of energy that distributes all of the intelligence throughout and to the rest of the 12 constellations of our universe. In the great cycle, at its peak, is what is called the golden age, is up here. When our sun, carrying our solar systems, plural, towards the magnetic center, let's say it's up there, when it gets nearer or nearest to that magnetic center without burning up, okay, we're talking untold amounts of energies here, energies greater than the fire of our own sun, if you can imagine that. You've seen pictures of this lavic whip slinging that our sun does. Imagine a sun 20, 30, 40, 50 times larger than our sun. You know, we're talking real power, buddy. Okay? That's the sun that feeds the solar systems that are in our system, that we are a part of. Not just, we're not the only ones evolving in the universe. So when it gets nearer to this point, then we're at this point of what is called the golden age. This is, and was, rather, the point of what is referred to as Lemuria, when most human beings on this planet were divine beings. That's the ancient legendary that we don't have much information about. And this guy says he's found Atlantis, which is on the decline of. We're talking about approximately 24,000 years. It varies 1,000 years or so, and there's a reason for that in terms of this measurement of the great cycle. I'm using Sri Yukteswar's information because that's the information I'm most familiar with. This great cycle is broken down into periods. I won't even try to get into the language of the Sanskrit. The first period is considered 1,200 years of orbit. The next period is 2,400 years. The next period is 3,600 years. The next period is 48. The sum total of 4,800 years ascending, 4,800 years descending, give or take 400 years overlapping, 400 years trailing. Okay, that's where this extra 1,000 years is somewhere in there. Okay, I want you to get this overall picture of the process of evolution. And what is evolving us is an intelligent magnetic field most religionists try to refer to as God and start getting down on their knees to worship it. And it doesn't even know that they're down on their knees. Okay? Religion belongs between man and Superman, the creator of has nothing to do with folks falling down on their damn face. The Creator has to do with transforming you into a perfect being. That's its work. It doesn't care if you're a sinner or not, a saint or not, a liar or you're going to get transformed. How long is it going to take you? Is all the universe is interested in knowing. If the fools that are out there stumbling around high on something, drunk on something, full of dope, full of foolishness and evil, they still must become God. I think I like what Barbara said to some degree. She got mad because she heard somebody talking about one of her female ministers walking around doing the catwalk. That's a gay walk for women. And she heard something. She says, now if anybody's got anything to say about homosexuals, I want you to just think about it. They have to find God too, just like everybody else. And that's right. They're not dispensed from finding God. Okay? Now, what we're talking about here is this. When we talk declination, we're talking going downward. When we talk inclination, we're talking about going up. That's the two concepts. However, in the evolutionary process, declination is not necessarily a bad thing. Okay? It depends on what segment or cycle we're in. We're talking about our solar system being in one of these cycles, being influenced by an entire constellation, not a sign. Okay? We need to understand that.